Welcome to Truth by Billie Beene. Today's date, March 1, 2026. Time in Texas about 9 a.m. A flash update confirmed there are activated sleeper cells inside the U.S. We have Iran now hitting the UK. You know, the UK didn't want UK bases to be used by the U.S. Well, Iran is hitting UK bases in the Middle East. We have the lower rank IRGC running for their lives out of Iran. And as the result of what's being described as exquisite intel, the U.S. and Israel were able in the first minutes of the strike Saturday to take out the Ayatollah plus 40 top leaders. We understand Iran is in a quandary today. It appears their military is in disarray. And just think, this is a nation, I believe, that has nukes. So let's get started. So I take this from Facebook. President Trump, dear Iran, I'm not Obama. Remember, Obama went to Iran with planes and pallets full of cash, while we see President Trump coming to Iran with planes and bombs. That's what we elected you to do, President Trump. We have this. I have confirmed intel that the FBI, the Homeland Security, other government agencies have evidence that Iranian sleeper cells inside the U.S. have been activated and given orders to attack. And it's believed these paramilitary groups certainly have all kinds of weapons, explosives, and terrorist training. And a list of possible attack areas includes famous hotels, airports, our grid, including electricity, water, natural gas, railroads, and I have a railroad close to me, key highway bridges, and it's good to avoid crowds such as concerts and sports. And if you see something, say something, and baby, keep your powder dry. So that's going on. Iranian sleeper cells, the FBI and Homeland Security have evidence that Iranian sleeper cells have been activated inside the U.S. and given orders to attack. And prayer is also good. So we have this coming out. We heard from the UK, Keir Starmer, who many believe is firmly in the pocket of the CCP, saying that the U.S. and Israel could not use UK bases. We know to hit Iran. We know this included a Fairford, a base near London, and Keir Starmer tried to include Diego Garcia. I see that the U.S. is actively using Diego Garcia. I believe it's quite possible that President Trump said to Keir Starmer, how can you stop the U.S. from using its strategic military base located in the Chagos Islands near India and Iran? What could the UK do to stop the U.S. from using Diego Garcia? So wow, the UK said, no, the U.S. can't use our bases to launch hits on Iran. Well, Iran this morning hit UK bases located in Cyprus. So we have Israel and Cyprus, where the UK has thousands of UK troops. What do you think the UK is gonna do now? Yeah, we'll just absorb those hits. It's okay if you kill our troops. What is the UK going to do? Are they going to defend their people? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they're waiting on their orders from the CCP. And we have this. Pakistan is now hitting Afghanistan. And so we have Afghanistan, and we have many of the lower ranks of the IRGC now evacuating out of Iran, trying to get into Afghanistan. And yet, Afghanistan is actively being hit by Pakistan. We did have overnight and early this morning hits on Israel and hits on Iran. And we see the Iran military, I believe, in total disarray. Now, yesterday, based on the U.S. and Israel having what the intel community is describing as exquisite intel, in the first few minutes on Saturday of the U.S.-Israel hit on Iran, they took out with 3 buster bombs, the type that penetrate deep. 3 of these in a downtown Tehran area, where it was known there was a meeting going on involving the Ayatollah and top leaders of many government agencies, the IRGC, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Security, and so on. So in the first few minutes of the U.S.-Israel hit on Iran, they took out the Ayatollah plus 40 top Iranian leaders. We're hearing this morning that a new Ayatollah or a leader has been named for Iran. So I hope he has his will in order. And we have this, March 1 today. Tehran is being hit again this morning by the U.S. and Israel. And Iran, March 1, is hitting the UK base in Cyprus. And last night, the Iranian people, protesters, took control of at least 1 police station. So we see the Iranian people rising, and what they were chanting after they took control of the police station is, "Hello, New World." And we have this. The U.S. and Israel have control over the skies over Iran. And we see the U.S. and Israel prepping for days or weeks of future hits on Iran, primarily Iranian military targets. And yes, Iran has a new supreme leader this morning. IRGC lower rank are getting out of Iran, trying to get into Afghanistan. And we had last night the UK on the island of Cyprus being hit by Iran. Plus Iran last night hit Oman, Iraq, and other Middle Eastern nations. Israel has been hit by 200 missiles and 12 drones. Jordan, 30 missiles and 36 drones. Kuwait has been hit. Qatar has been hit by 66 missiles. Saudi Arabia has also been hit by missiles and drones. We understand that Saudi Arabia possibly is moving from a position of defense to offense, while we see the UK sitting on its thumbs. And additional hits, UAE, Saudi Arabia. And the UAE and Saudi Arabia are also having a meeting tonight, the leaders of their governments and militaries, to discuss what's next. And we have this. Iran has made a miscalculation in launching a missile into Israel and hit actually the Palestinian West Bank. And what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz? The IRGC announced they were closing it. What the ship with a marine expert said legally the IRGC couldn't shut down an international waterway. However, in times of war, the IRGC said, we're closing the Strait of Hormuz, and this morning we're not seeing ships and tankers in that area. It's being put forth by marine experts that the most likely reason we're not seeing tankers and ships in the Strait of Hormuz today is because their insurance has been pulled or gone up to such a level that the shipping companies don't want to pay it. And we have this. In the Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, IRGC is blocking. Now it's coming out, Iran launched missiles toward the Strait of Hormuz and sank its own ship. That happened this morning. And we have the UAE Minister of State saying that the UAE is prepping to defend itself. Well, I would hope so. And we have this. We have, yes, in the first few minutes of the hit on Iran yesterday, the Ayatollah and 40 top Iranian leaders were taken out, we're hearing, because the U.S. and Israel had exquisite intel. March 1 today, Iran has hit Jerusalem, an area of Bet Shemesh near Jerusalem. We're hearing 9 dead so far. It's believed the number dead will climb as the first responders are digging out the rubble. And we have this, March 1 in Iran. The IRGC Center has been hit in Tehran by the U.S. and Israel. And we're hearing that even Syria is being hit by Iran, and now Syria and the UAE being hit and Saudi Arabia being hit are all grouping together to, it's believed, put together some kind of response. Now it's coming out that over the past few days, it's believed Iran has used 500 missiles. And it's believed Iran has 2,500 missiles. Now, it's my perspective that Iran likely has many more missiles than is commonly known, buried in their deep underground bunkers. We will see. The U.S. and Israel are now targeting military targets. And we have also Iran has hit a port in the UAE near Abu Dhabi. Iran has also hit a port in Oman. So Iran, it appears, is using a buckshot approach to defending itself, hitting UK, Cyprus, Syria, Jordan, Israel, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Oman, and so forth. And we have this. Yeah, what the ship with a marine expert says it's really not legal for the IRGC to close the Strait of Hormuz, which many believe will bring about a dramatic increase in the price of oil. However, in times of war, what is a shipping company to do? So it's believed they will simply stop what they've been doing and stay out of the Strait of Hormuz. So let's review. The FBI and Homeland Security have evidence that the Iranian sleeper cells, long believed to be in the U.S., let in by the commie Dem JB, have been given orders to hit inside America. So if you see something, say something. You can always email or call the FBI or call your local police. Last night we did have police departments also coming out and putting forth this same information. Today I have intel that confirms, yes, the FBI and Homeland Security have evidence that the sleeper cells have been activated. So pray, keep your powder dry. If you see something, say something. It's good to be in prayer for America, President Trump, the U.S. military, and world peace. I love you, and I'll see you soon.